another episode of the Gypsy Jazz Top 10 with Chris and Brad. I'm Chris.
I'm Brad.
And today, special guest,
Alban Claret.
So we have a very special top 10. Actually, it's not a top 10, it's more of a top 3. That is to say, we each chose a song which is not really part of the Gypsy Jazz repertoire, but we think would make a really good fit in Gypsy Jazz and especially in Gypsy Jazz jam sessions.
Yeah, because when we all go to jam sessions, we end up playing the same 9 songs over and over again. And sometimes we've gone over those chord changes before, and sometimes we're looking for something new and interesting. And it's always nice to, get from all these different backgrounds some new standards that still work within our style that we know how to play, but something fresh once in a while.
Yeah. Well, let's get to it. So Alban, which tune did you choose to add to the Gypsy Jazz jams?
Yeah, I chose You're My Everything from Harry Warren.
Nice. You got that nickname by being Harry.
And yeah, I chose it because first I really like this song, and I try to pick up songs that are not so popular and that I don't play so often with people. And so You're My Everything is one of those. And I picked this song because the melody of the song is really singing and really sweet and can be used in gypsy jazz. Also, I think the tessiture of the melody is good for the violin player and for the clarinet player, also for the guitar.
Because the song is in C, right?
Yeah, it's in C. I mean, you can change it to D.
Well,
or to G if you want.
If you play with a clarinet player, maybe be flat. But for violin, C is great. And I listened to the song a bit, and I think the melody would be really nice. So that's good for gypsies.
And the mood, especially the mood, I guess, yeah. And then there is a few notes that are really important, and then you can really play around the melody. That's something that gypsy jazz musicians do a lot. So it's why again.
And what can you tell us about the chords? I mean, why do you think these chords are good to play in gypsy jazz?
Because let's say it's kind of easy because it's mainly 2-5-1. Like you are around C major, then you go to D minor, you go to A minor. So it's a few 2-5 around the same key. Mm-hmm. So it's really, let's say, easy jazz.
But I think the 2-5s are fast.
They are fast because we just played it fast. We could play it slow also. But okay, there is one part that is really important to mention is like after the C major we have the F sharp, B, E, A to D minor. So it's like 2-5 of the 2-5 to the second degree, and they can be pretty challenging. So it's really good song to practice also your 2-5, get your 2-5 together.
Okay.
And
like you were saying before, and you were mentioning it earlier about changing it from a ballad to a swing tune, no?
Yeah. So and again, it's a really good tune to practice and to improve your 2-5 playing because it sounds good as a walking ballad. It sounds good as what we just play, like a medium tempo.
I would even say, because there's many 2-5s, they're really fast, and gypsy jazz doesn't really happen, right? It's like half bars. Yeah. But if you then play it as a ballad first, you can practice all those lines.
Yeah.
Or you could do it as a gypsy jazz musician, just only play the 5.
Also, it's
right.
Good.
But then you play fast, and then you have all those lines. Another thing I really like is that it ends on an A flat major. I'm not sure if that's a really gypsy jazz thing, but it's just nice to play a line over G7, and then you have to end on A flat major.
Yeah, you have to practice not resolving
to C.
To C. This is a good skill.
Oh, great choice. Let's play it and let's see how it sounds.
Okay. So Christiaan, which song did you choose?
I chose a song by Bronislaw Karper. I think that's how you pronounce it.
Like
Caper,
food.
yeah. And the tune is called Invitation.
Nice.
And I know that in jazz, like regular jazz, it's a tune that's often played. But I think it really fits gypsy jazz because of several reasons. The first being that the A part is Latin and the B part is swing. So in gypsy jazz we can play the Reuben rhythm, the A part, and we can just go to swing in the B part. And you can do this consistently throughout the solo, so you get this change. Another thing is that the key is E flat minor. And I know from jam sessions we're always searching like, we already played this tune in G and in D. Is there any tune we can play in F? Is there any tune we can play in B flat? Now we can play a tune in E flat minor. Without being really weird, because it has very long stretches of minor chords, C minor, E flat minor, almost like a model tune. And then you can play all your minor licks, and both like the minor six sounds, and also Dorian. So if you want to experiment with like the Dorian bebop sound, you can do it in this tune. And then the bridge is exactly the same as Cherokee, which is often played. So you already know it. Only instead of like resolving to major chords, we resolve to minor chords. So you play the same things, but then it's a good exercise to not hit the major third.
Use the same, use the same licks and just change one note.
And you said something about with the six, which you had a nice point about.
That was for the melody.
Oh yeah, of course, yeah. The melody has this six, this. And that's really like a gypsy jazz sound on C minor.
Very Stockwell thing too.
Let's play it, and then we can show off this change between rumba rhythm and swing.
Right.
Invitation.
My song is Black and Blue. It's an old Sidney Bechet tune, and it's one of my favorite tunes. I mean, I love the melody, but also why I think it's really good for gypsy jazz is because you can play it as a ballad. It sounds best as a ballad, and the old Bechet and Louis Armstrong recordings are really slow. And for me, I think, like we were talking about this earlier, is that gypsy jazz doesn't really have a lot of ballads.
No.
And it's kind of unfortunate. So this is a really nice ballad, and it's simple. It's in A minor. Every player in gypsy jazz has at least 5 A minor licks. You know?
At least.
At least. And then it goes into C major, and they have at least 10 C major licks. You know. So,
And you can even play your A minor licks in C major.
hold the phone. Hold up. Yeah, so you're already going to be able. Beginners can already play on this ballad, which is very nice, and so it's very straightforward. And it also has a moment where it goes to A flat, which is a little curveball, but it's nice, and it was kind of common to do that in older New Orleans jazz tunes. And so for those reasons, the fact that it's simple, everyone has licks that they can play over it, and we need more ballads, I think those are the best reasons to play it, aside from the fact that I actually love the tune.
Oh.
And then one more thing I want to say is about the melody. The melody is like a very simple motif, just the... And then when the chords change, the melody changes just one note. So you're kind of outlining and following the chords, but it's really simple to see. So
Yeah.
that way, I like the idea of having one motif and you're making it fit all of the chords, which is something to do in soloing too.
So what was the name again? Black?
Black and Blue.